plan out the extras of the trip, so all the last minute details that you haven't planned. Also, think about where else you want to go while you're in Orlando. Do you just want to do Disney, or do you want to go do Universal or SeaWorld? We're doing Universal as well, and we're going to do that after Disney. On the very last day of our trip, after we're done with all the parks, we're going to go to the Titanic Museum. And so that's our last little extra. So figure out what else you want to do in Orlando. Or if you just want to do Disney, that's fine too, because Disney's awesome. Disney's worth it. And then figure out your packing list, which is really important. There are some things you wouldn't think that you would need to pack that you should pack, especially if you're a vlogger. Remember to take your camera and tons of different batteries, different SD cards, so you can switch them out throughout the day so you don't have to worry about running out of memory or running out of battery. It's also nice if you take one of those portable chargers for your phone. That is awesome. You can take that, then you can charge your phone while you're at the park and you won't run out of battery on your phone. Because if you run out of battery on your phone, you don't have the Disney app, you can't look at wait times without going to them. You can't play heads up in the lines, which is really fun. It's a fun way to pass time while you're waiting in long Disney lines. We rely a lot on our phones nowadays. But you can't look at the time to see when you need to get to your reservations. You know, having your phone charged is really important. Make sure to take chargers. Take portable chargers. It's a good idea. I hadn't thought about it before, but my friend has a portable charger. Figure out what clothes you want to take, how much clothes you should take, you know, start thinking about it. And if you want to, write it down, because that makes it way simpler when you actually go to pack, because then you're like, okay, I need to put this. Okay, I need to do that. And you're not running around last minute trying to figure out, for Disney, what do I need? What do I need? And then you're stressed about forgetting something while you're on the plane. You're like, did I forget something? Did I forget something? You know, it's really important. Make sure to take, especially if you're going in during a time that the weather's kind of all over the place, make sure to take clothes for all kinds of weather. Make sure to take clothes for warm weather, because it might get warm. And also take clothes for cold weather, because Orlando gets cold too sometimes. Take clothes for rain. Me and Kelsey don't care that much about rain, but it seems that everyone who goes to Disney World really complains about the rain when it rains. So be prepared for that. Take clothes for rain. And then the other thing you might not think about, especially if you haven't been to Disney before, I really suggest taking multiple kinds of shoes. I'm serious about this. Take probably at least 3 different styles of shoes, because here's why. The first day you will go to the parks, you won't feel it until later, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, my feet are killing me. And the next day, when you wake up and you're ready to go to the parks, you're going to be like, oh, my feet really hurt today, but I'm going to still go to Disney. And it really helps if you don't put on the same shoes, and you don't put on, like, if you take 2 different pairs of Converse, that's what I did, then your feet are still going to be hurting in the same way. If you take a different kind of shoes and you switch them out the next day, then your feet might still hurt, but they'll at least hurt in a different way. And so it won't be as bad, it won't be as tense on your feet. I suggest at least 3 pairs that are all different kinds, because you walk a lot at Disney World, especially if you're park hopping. You are walking a lot, and you're going to keep wanting to walk the next day even though you're dying, because you want to do Disney, you want to get everything done, and you don't have a whole lot of time because Disney's expensive. So you want to be able to do it. You want to be able to make it through. So that's my suggestion. When it gets closer, pack. Try and pack a little bit early. Try and pack most of your stuff maybe a few days before your trip. And then add the clothes maybe the night before your trip. But try to pack everything else earlier before your trip so you're not stressed about what you're going to forget. Make sure not to pack your ID and all that. Make sure not to pack them somewhere you can't get to them. Make sure to just put them in your purse or in your carry-on so you can access them very easily. The other thing is, this is a cool box and everything, but don't hack this box. You don't need to. Especially since if you pack this box, you'll probably want to put it somewhere bigger. So you'll probably want to put it in your suitcase. And you don't want to do that because you need your magic band as soon as you get off the plane. You need your magic band to get on the Magical Express. So don't pack your magic band. Either wear it or put it in your purse or carry-on. And then you leave for your trip and you have a magical vacation that you never want to end, but it does end and you're sad. And then you come back home and start planning your next trip.